Welcome to the first week of Connect Groups for this session. I'm dropping in for a few moments to join you so I can make sure that your group stays connected and in sync with all of our other Connect Groups at Fusion City Church. To be sure you're in the loop with all things Fusion, check out the Church Center app. This is the app that Fusion uses for all of our events. Our sermon notes, our videos from Sunday's service, Connect Group communication where you can chat with each other, plan meals together, plan social events together. The Me Time schedule and Me Time study tools are on the app, and the app even keeps up with your volunteer weekends. The app is a great resource for you to take advantage of, so I encourage you to use it. During the first meeting of this session, the first session, it's always a good idea to talk through group expectations. In just a minute, I want you to pause this video and discuss your own expectations. Simply go around the room clockwise and give each other a chance to voice their expectations for this session. A great question that might help you get started is, why am I here and what do I expect to get out of the time that I'm investing in this group? I also encourage you to discuss what the group expectations are for food planning and childcare, if those things are even applicable for your group. So go ahead now, pause the video, and share your expectations. Welcome back. I've been able to be a part of a lot of Connect Groups, and I often hear people say that they expect to build relationships with each other, grow closer to God, eat good food, and to be held accountable, and so on and so on. And those are all great expectations, and I too expect those things to happen for you and your group. When Fusion City Church first started Connect Groups, we too had some expectations that we wanted for all groups. And those expectations are really here to help ensure that the expectations that you mentioned earlier, that those will come to fruition. One of the first expectations for all groups is that everyone comes prepared. Everyone reads the assigned passage prior to attending the Connect Group meeting. And if you don't come prepared, you really can't participate in a meaningful way. We also expect everyone to show up every week. We intentionally create Connect Group breaks and sessions to help alleviate burnout. Attendance to this group is vital, and it's vital for you to maintain a healthy Connect Group. The last expectation that I like to mention is community service. Every session, we encourage all Connect Groups to find a need and then meet that need as a group. During this meeting today, take some time to discuss your community service project. And if you need any help finding a service project or service opportunity, reach out to me and I'll be glad to help. And lastly, before I go, I want to help you get started in discussing 1 Corinthians chapter 1. I trust that you came prepared to discuss chapter 1 right now. And we have a great tool to help you prepare for your Connect Group meetings, and it's in the app. And you just simply click on your group and then the resources tab and then select Me Time. And now for 1 Corinthians chapter 1, specifically verse 26 and verse 31. I'm going to read it from the ESV translation. 26 says, "For consider your calling, brothers." And then verse 31 says, "Let the one who boast, boast in the Lord." I love this. Paul is basically saying, remember where you came from. It can be easy for us to forget our beginnings because we are distracted by where we are. However, Paul encourages us to be careful not to forget who got us where we are. Brag on the Lord. Praise Him for all of our progress. When this video ends in just a moment, I want you to ask yourself, where was I before Jesus? Where am I now? And how am I actively boasting in the Lord? Now, earlier I said that I want to help you get started in discussing 1 Corinthians chapter 1. Don't let my question be the only conversation that you have about this chapter. The question is simply one of my personal takeaways from my Me Time. Each of you has your own individual takeaways as well. Discuss those too. What in this passage challenged you to be more like Jesus? Now, Go and discuss. And before you leave your meeting, be sure to pray together. And until I see you again, I pray that you stay safe and God bless.